Last portion of the Loose Debate for today. OK, our final guest is a chart-topping singer and accomplished star of stage and screen. In a career spanning 4 decades, his albums have sold millions worldwide. His career certainly shows no signs of slowing down as he's starring in a new musical and has a new album out. But before we hear more about that, let's just take a trip down memory lane to take a look at the early Essex.
Hey, dear, you rock and roll, rock on. Hey, dear, you rock and roll, rock on. Hey, rock on.
Oh, let me hear those screams for David Essex.
Thank you very much. Nice to be back. I didn't know whether to go round, kiss everybody or what. Nice to be back. They won't let me.
No.
Oh.
When you see footage of yourself, then how old would that footage be? Or
I don't know.
no.
Don't ask me about
73-ish?
dates. I'm clueless.
Are you clueless?
No, that would be about 75.
75-ish.
Yeah.
So does that seem like another person, or
No,
not
it seems
that long
like
ago?
me.
Yeah.
No, I think it was me. I wrote it. I sang it. It was me. But I'm very happy. I'm so proud, and the way the show has been reacted to. I mean, 5-star reviews, and also the album after one day, which the album is All the Fun of the Fair album is the original masters of the songs that are all in the show.
The original ones.
Yeah, and that's gone straight in the charts, straight in the top 20 after one day.
Fantastic! Congratulations.
So I'm so proud, and I'm very happy.
And the show, the new musical, just opened this week. Did it start in Bromley?
Yeah, we sort of had the opening, I suppose, last night in Bromley, and it tours all the way through to the end of May next year.
Is it called All the Fun of the Fair?
It's called All the Fun of the Fair, and...
You're a loose woman for the day.
Thank you very much. And it's more like a play with music. It's not one of those musicals where songs are just grafted on, you know.
Is it about your life, or is it...
No, it's not really. It sort of takes place in the underbelly of a fun fair, because the veneer of a fun fair is all lights and razzmatazz, and there's this kind of little feeling of violence underneath. It's a love story. It's a story about unrequited love. There's humour in it, and as I say, the reaction has been incredible. I'm just so proud.
You're the fun fair owner, are you in it?
I am Levi,
right,
who owns the fun fair, and the cast are extraordinary. What we've done with the music as well is we've spent a fortune on the music. It's in surround sound, so it's very cinematic.
And it's all your songs, of course, from throughout your career.
I think the thing is that because I've written in so many different areas. I mean, there's one song that comes from an ice ballet I wrote a score for. So we just looked at all the songs and saw what was relevant and what moves the plot along, and you know, placed them. I've rewritten things and changed things, but no, there's what, 3 number 1s in it.
Listen, how do you get a fun fair on a theatre stage?
We got dodgems.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you really?
Yeah, we got dodgems. We got carousel horses.
Yeah. See, I see. You know, when you were... did you hear what I said earlier? I've told you before, it's your fault that I used to go and hang around fairgrounds and try and get off with boys. No, listen, I had a laugh. when we were on the dodgems, and they used to swing round on the back of the dodgems.
Yeah, they're cool.
I know.
The coolest guy at a fun fair is really the fella on the whip. Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, no, not that whip.
Oh.
No, the whip is the one with there's like arms and there's a chair.
Oh,
and
yes,
it spins round.
It goes in and out.
And, you know, they step over it, they get on the back. Because that's
who I fell in love with.
Yeah,
Mr. Whippy.
Mr. Whippy. Because it's really dangerous, because it's a piece of moving machinery on a solid floor.
But they're very good at it.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. Did you used to like the fair?
Love the fair, yeah. Yeah, I've always been fascinated by fairs. The boys in the show do stuff on the dodgems as well.
Right.
Yeah, Paul Ryan Carberry and Stefan, they're fantastic. They're kind of the two boys that you'd probably want to meet.
Yeah. So you are sort of almost like a travelling circus. You've literally got that equipment to go all around, around the country and stuff.
Yeah,
big production, obviously.
It is a big production, but I'm just so thrilled. You know, I don't usually come out like that because, you know, I'm kind of cool about things. But, you know, the way it's been received and the album and 5-star reviews and everything, because we've put a lot of work into this. Nikolai Foster, fantastic new director. Brilliant director, because I worked with him in Aspects of Love just before.
I was going to say, I mean, it's not your first foray by any means, is it, into musical theatre?
No.
Do you think of yourself as an actor, singer, musical, theatrical person,
I think
first
of myself
and foremost?
probably as a musician that acts. I mean, I came from blues bands initially. So where there's music around, I feel most comfortable. I feel very happy that I seem to be able to work in various mediums, because you leave one and go to another and it's fresh.
Yes.
You know. So I'll be doing this to the middle of next year. We go everywhere. We're in Bromley now, then I think we do Darlington, Stoke, Manchester, all these different places.
What about, David, when you first started, and because it was so big, wasn't it, in the early days? I mean, it's still big now, you're following and all that. How did you handle that in the early days when you were younger?
I was lucky, really. I mean, my focus has always been the projects or the music I'm writing, in the hope that it relates, not really... I never wanted to be famous. That's why I started off as a drummer, because I thought if I get behind the cymbals, no one will see me. But they dragged me off the drums and stuck me up the front. I think...
As you would with your looks.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it just kind of happened. I had an incredible manager, Derek Bowman, who introduced me to...
Oh, look at you there.
Can't see the difference.
Did you enjoy that female adulation?
Not really. It never sat comfortably with me, because... Not really, no. Because, as I say, you know, I was very interested in my writing, the musicians I was using. I remember the first tour we did, I just couldn't believe it, because it was like Beatlemania. In retrospect, I wish I'd enjoyed it a bit more.
Taking advantage of it.
Exactly. But the roadies had a wonderful time. They just locked me up in a hotel room, and, you know, that was it.
And do you enjoy being on the road now? Do you still enjoy doing that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, like living out the suitcase and stuff?
Yeah, I like that. I like the, you know, the travelling life. I enjoy that.
And you like performing still, obviously?
Yeah, that's what I do.
You going to do a little tune for us?
Yeah, what would you like?
Whatever you think best.
Well, what I think best may not be what you think best.
Oh, you're dithering again.
Well, listen, you decide what you're going to sing and go over there.
All right,
And I will say thank you.
I'll tell you what I do. I do a song which is in the show, which features the Dodgems, synchronised Dodgem movement.
Perfect.
Hold
On you
me
go.
close.
You go over there, David Essex, everyone.
There you go. There you go.
That's almost your